Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Finally!
Give it up for Mr. Direct.
Woo! Mr. Direct, are you crazy? Woo! I want you to join me.
He has his own real talk. Give it up for Mr. Direct.
Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. You know what time of day it is. You know where we're at. You know what the fuck we about to get into. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. It's your man, Mr. Direct, with a little bit of Monday Night Real Talk, doing what only your man, Mr. Direct, can do. Did I say Mr. Direct or Mr.? I don't know. I'm slurring my words, and I've only had one shot and one beer, and we're getting into it. I want to thank you guys for the overwhelming response you guys have been giving to the Real Talk show. Last week, once again, unfortunately, there was only 3 shows, but hey, over 4,000 views on 3 shows. Great. The week before that, 4 shows, over 7,000 views. Are you guys loving your man, Mr. Director? Listen, I feel it. It's nothing but love. I want to appreciate it. There's so many things I want to talk about. I mean, I hate to even give him airtime, and I say it every week, but Donald Trump's a fucking dick. There's no way to talk about it. There's no other way to bring it to you. There's no other way to even introduce the subject to you. Donald Trump is a fucking dick. And if you're a voter for him, you're a fucking idiot. Now, some of the people that are watching the show are like, yo, he's kind of hostile with his language. I can't believe Mr. Direct is going out there. Then you haven't been paying attention to the fucking show, because it's what I do. I'm going to calm down on the language. I'm just really infuriated with the stupidity of which we have to deal with Donald Trump. Now he's telling everyone, oh, we are what? Oh, the election is rigged. So if he loses, the only way he could possibly lose is because the election is rigged. It can't be because he's an idiot. It can't be because he admits that he likes to go around grabbing women by the vaginas. It can't possibly be because he's insulted every class except for white men. He's insulted women, black people, Muslims. He even went so far as to insult Jewish people, who then he says, I'm a big lover of Israel. Israel's our pal. So while on one hand you're saying they're our pal, the next hand you're telling them they're a part of it. They're part of the conspiracy to keep me out of office. What the fuck is wrong with this man? And how can you, as a legitimate person of saying that you have common sense, vote for him? I mean, you can see the vein in the middle of my head popping out because it's fucking crazy. There's no way you can possibly tell me that he is a viable candidate to be president of the United States. It is maddening. With that being said, let's talk to the ladies. Listen, they've been with us the last 2 weeks, and it's been an overwhelming, beautiful thing to have them here. Welcome back, the ladies of the 4-letter word. We have herself, Jennifer. I was about to say Jennifer Hansen. Jennifer Harrison.
Call me whatever you want, Mr. Direct.
And Jennifer Harrison is on the show right now. And then we have Lainey Ventura.
Hi.
Are you related to Ventura from Minnesota?
Sure. Let's go with that.
I'm being honest. Are you asking?
No, I don't know.
Minnesota
No,
Venturas?
there are so many Venturas. You know, there's Ace Ventura,
So
and
it's a
there's
popular
Jesse
boy-
Ventura. It's
so
a
it's a
popular
popular
name.
name.
Yeah,
Okay.
I married it. You know.
All right. So you know, people don't know really. You know, I think people are still wondering, like, what's this crap about the 4-letter word? Like, people are still wondering. People are still
What's this crap?
And I don't mean crap.
It's no crap. It ain't no crap.
It's not crap. What I mean is people are wondering about the 4-letter word. I've had people ask me, who are these ladies on your show? They're interesting. They're good looking. They're on a show with you. You're an ugly guy. How did you possibly land that? I keep telling them sometimes good looking women like to hang around ugly men. It's just one of those things. Can you tell people about the 4-letter word along with the fundraiser that you're having?
Sure. Well, you know, Jen and I met some years ago and have been working creatively for many years now on lots of stuff. And one day she called me up and said, I want you to read something. I wrote something that I think is really great. So I read it and it was great. And it was the 4-letter word. And I have to say, this is when you say this is what best friends really are like. She was writing things for me, you know? So it was very sweet and very, thoughtful and chokes me up all the time.
Oh, don't cry.
No, it really was. You know, and that's what artists do. They have to create their own work, right? So she was creating work for me.
Feel the love, Mr. Direct.
And now, and she put together she wrote this amazing show, and then we put this great team together.
Well, it's a web series. So it's, we have 4 episodes already filmed. And we are fundraising. Prick up your ears, listeners.
I'm sorry, say that again, Jen. I didn't
We
quite
are
hear.
fundraising.
Oh, fundraising.
Yes, trying
what
to
exactly
raise-
is the definition of fundraising?
We're
Do tell.
asking you for money.
We are
Whoever
asking you.
has 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way up. We're on Indiegogo.com. You can check the 4-letter word. And the page is up right now. And
There
you
it is.
can help us make more episodes.
You see how
because
many?
we
We've
really
had a
want
lot
to.
of donors so far. How many are there now, up till now?
There are, I can't see that far, but I
can't
think
see
it's
that,
like
yeah.
90.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's good. So so the show's gotten great reviews and people are loving it, and we're very excited to do more episodes and bring you some more. But we just need a little help.
And we have a ton more scripts written, and
we have about 3 or 4 seasons worth of shows.
we
written.
do.
We do. I mean, the writer will have right. No pressure.
I'll just keep going until you
Just
you
keep
know,
going.
fund
Just
us.
keep
I'm
going.
just going to keep
so
writing.
that's the 4-letter word to answer your question, Mr.
It's-
Direct.
Listen, it's so beautiful. By the way, for those of you on Markland Scotch Plains, go to Mr. Direct Just Real, like the page, and check your man out. Listen, in honor of Breast Cancer Month, unlike Donald Trump, I'm asking women to give free mammograms to them. I got big hands, and I like to touch titties. I'm just saying. No, but in all honesty, I'm wearing pink in honor of the breast cancer
Yay.
awareness. Actually, when I went to go get my T-shirts made, I had them done in this month, and I said I would love to get a pink because only real men can wear pink.
Agreed.
Now, any other month, I would say this is salmon, but this month it's pink.
I have a question for you, Mr. Direct.
No, it's pink. It's not salmon. It's
Was
pink.
that actually a white shirt?
No, this is a pink shirt.
And
It's
a
pink.
red
And I got a pink
sock
t-shirt.
got in the laundry?
No, this
Yeah,
is a real.
yeah.
This is a real pink shirt, and I have it in
Okay.
a T-shirt as well. And I had a fuchsia colored pink. It was a fuchsia pink hoodie, and I gave it away because that was the ugliest thing. But I got a pink beanie.
I don't
I got
know.
them too. Don't be don't
Look,
disrespect
that
your man,
looks
Mr.
like a
Direct,
single
yo.
man doing laundry right
Don't
there.
disrespect your man.
Exactly.
What's going on, Nicole Renee, Anna Ortiz, Rashida Hurling? What's going on? Appreciate you guys watching me on Markland Scotch Plains. What's going on to all you guys out there? Listen, Tony, hope you get better. I heard you something happened. She didn't tell us the story, but I suppose she threw
He wasn't feeling well.
I think
but
she
he's
threw a
better
frying
now.
pan at you.
Yeah.
According to the subject we're talking
Yeah,
about
he
today,
had an
I think she took a
accident.
duck
He had
at
an
you. I'm just saying.
yeah.
He had an accident.
Yeah.
Okay. I see
I
how
tripped
that
his
rolls.
ass. Yeah.
But I want to say big ups to everybody that came out. You know, also, there's a few things I want to talk about before we get to our main subject. The main thing we're talking about tonight, okay, is divorce. But before we get to divorce, I want to talk about a few things. I got to get them off my chest because it's just, I got to talk about it, right? First of all, y'all don't understand the bullshit that goes on behind the scenes when we're putting together a show. Now, normally, you know, I'm playing certain music and it's, you know, a little, you know, it's got a little beat to it. These two characters over here decide that they want to start reminiscing about certain ghetto ass, which I wouldn't even say ghetto ass songs, but to them,
music.
they're probably ghetto
Apple-bottom
songs.
jeans and
So now they want to start singing apple bottom jeans. Like, that shit is still in style. Now, the problem is, all I'm thinking about is Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder scene when he's singing that song.
Oh my God, I love
Right?
that movie.
Tell me that's not a funny shit.
that movie.
So, and unfortunately, because of copyright infringements, I can't play that scene here. So if you ever get a chance, please Google Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder when he does that. Now, here's the thing. You ladies have got to sing it because that was
I don't know all the words.
Nothing's funnier. No, nothing's funnier than when white girls start singing I like big butts and they can't. Any song about big asses, when white women start singing it, That shit make your man, Mr. Direct, just laugh his ass off.
You've-
Because you motherfuckers is on another level with that. Y'all get to another, y'all be like, I like big butts and I can't. And then what's worse, it's always the girls with no asses that run to the damn floor to dance.
If I had no
the
ass.
the girls with big booties are like, I'm not trying to show motherfuckers I got a big ass. The girls with no ass run and then bend over and be like, look, Becky, she is
Look,
so
Becky.
Like, are you kidding me?
Is that Becky with the good hair?
Listen,
Mr. Direct.
Listen, y'all need to stop.
You
Y'all
need to stop.
What's going on? Owen, what's going on? It's good to see you guys over there. Y'all need to stop because y'all trying to give me a bad reputation.
I
I'm
don't
not trying
know.
to
I
take
think
that
you're doing it to
reputation right
yourself.
now. Nah, but like,
You're dissing the mom.
I'm not dissing the mom, but y'all gotta give that shit up. Y'all, listen, you guys need to give that shit up.
All right.
No.
You guys need to give it up. Let's be honest. You need to give that shit up.
What can we sing? Barbara
Yeah.
Streisand
Yes.
and Barry
No.
Manilow?
See, yo, you know what? Listen, Mandy was a hot song. Mandy was a hot song. Are you kidding me? Yeah,
Mandy.
black guy on air admitted that he loves
it.
Mandy.
No,
You
you,
just
didn't
dug
just
your own
say
grave.
you liked it. You said it was hot.
Mandy was a
That's-
hot song, though.
It's not a hot song.
Just like
boy.
at the Copa bed. That was a hot
That
track.
was that's a fun song.
That's a
That's a fun
Tell
song.
me if that song comes on, y'all not gonna jam out to
we
it
run to the dance floor.
Definitely.
every time. It
Every
never
bar
fails.
mitzvah.
That and Moni Moni.
Now I want to talk now that I gotten over picking on white people for a minute. I
For
want
the
to pick
minute.
on I want to pick on some black folks real quick. Y'all motherfuckers pissed me off with this whole camera shit. And I'm going to explain to you why. When somebody randomly pulls out a camera, yo man, man. Yo, man, don't be putting my picture on camera, man. Don't nobody need to know where I'm at. But the minute y'all see somebody filming some shit, the first thing y'all do is run over to people. Yo, what y'all filming, yo? What y'all filming, son? Yo, what y'all Yo, I was doing a show. And I was doing PA work over the weekend. Did I tell you guys about this? On Friday with Chris Hansen. I can't tell you what it was about, but I was doing PA work with him. Now, every single last person, white person walk by, be like, okay, I see some strange shit. I'm going to walk by. No, not the black people. Yo, motherfucker pulled up and rolled his window the fuck down. Yo, is that Chris Hansen? Oh, shit, that's Chris Hansen. Like, yo, dude, they're recording. What kind of ignorant shit did you just pull off? Like, you couldn't just, yo, that's Chris Hansen.
Okay, so
Right.
what would they say if they caught us on the street shooting the 4-letter word? What would they shout out?
Yo,
A
hold on for a
4-letter
second.
word.
4-letter word?
Hold on for a second. This motherfucker's bullshit. It's telling me 90 seconds. I don't give a fuck. We still recording it here, so I'm going to put it up anyway. So we good.
Oh,
They
see,
can't
now
hear
you
the
missed
audio.
my
We good.
question.
I don't give a damn. We good. We Gucci. This is still live. I don't
Yeah.
care. We live.
We Gucci.
We
So
live. We
my-
Gucci. We
can I
Gucci
just
like
say-
gold. 90
Can I just say
seconds.
my 13-year-old daughter says that?
I don't know. Somebody just called in, but we only got like a minute left. I guess
60
I didn't.
seconds.
60 seconds.
What did you do?
I guess I didn't record it. Hold on real quick. You ready?
Hello?
Caller, what's going on? You only got 40 seconds to say who you are, why you're calling, and what the fuck you want. What's up?
Hello, Marklin. My name is Sadie, and I'm calling in because I wanted to contribute to the topic of divorce
Hold on.
tonight.
Why the fuck are you calling me by my goddamn government name on this motherfucking show? Are you kidding? See? Now the white people gonna flip out because I keep swearing. I'm trying to cut the swearing down. I'm
You
so
only have
sorry.
30 seconds. Let the woman talk, Mr. Direct.
Hey, Sadie, you know how Blog Talk is. I misscheduled the show. So I got to go back in and re-put it back up. So give me a few minutes and call back in, all right?
Okay.
All right, later.
Was that your mom?
No!
10 seconds.
What? She called you by your government name. I don't know.
You and I are going to fight about this.
Is that
Thank
what he
you for
said?
using Blog Talk Radio.
You and I are going to have
We're
a
gonna
serious
spar.
problem with this. Yes, we're going to spar about this. I want to apologize.
I work out, you know. I'm
wanna
just telling you.
I want to apologize to Sadie. If you were watching this live, I apologize to Sadie. That was a complete accident. What's going on? I am technically white. I can tap. Hold on. I can rap, and I cannot dance good anyway, but I don't put on I don't even want to hear your shit, yo. Somebody done said some shit I can't even read. I know I got things going on in the background. I got
Who's
shit
saying
here.
what? Can we see it on
Yo,
the feed
if
here?
y'all
Is
look
this
right
a
here,
tweet?
if y'all go to Markland Scotch Plains, you can see.
I'm on the
I got
wrong one.
I got a live video
Okay,
right
hang
there
on,
too.
I'm on the wrong one.
Listen, I'm technically sound. I got video everywhere. I'm the video man.
All right, let me find you. No, I had
Kazim,
it.
what's going on? How you doing? Michael Miller, what's going on? Torianne, Antonelli, Rachel, how you doing? Everybody that's logged in. Oh, my bad. Y'all got beer in front of you. Y'all don't need to see the beer.
Mr. Direct, I see someone was asking, how do I link to your event?
How do you link? You got to go to Mr. Direct Just Real. Go to Mr. Direct, MisterDirectJusreal. Like it, scroll down the feed, and you will find us live doing what we do best, giving you a little bit of real talk. But people ain't ready for that. People are not ready for that. See, why you playing that? That's not even cool. Not even cool. That's some bullshit right there.
Okay, because you didn't answer my question.
I did answer your question.
No, you didn't.
I totally answered it. I just told you they got to go to Mr. Direct Just Real, and then they could go. See, y'all fucking me up.
No, I said if a guy drove by in the car and saw us on the street shooting the 4-letter word, what would he yell out?
What do you mean? What would he yell out?
Because you just told us a story about. I'm sorry. Did I dream this?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I left for the Bahamas 5 minutes
When
ago.
you were talking about the guy who shouted out while you were recording,
Yeah.
"Hey, is that Chris Hansen?"
Yeah.
And I said, what would he have said had he driven by the 4-letter word shoot?
Yo, is them bitches acting crazy?
It's about right.
Crash and burn, crash and burn.
I guess. What's up, Rebecca Jill? What's up, Lainey Siegel? What up? At least, Lainey, you're on the goddamn show. What are you joining the show for? This is some bullshit. I mean, seriously.
It's all about the followers.
But you're not supposed to join the show when you're on the show. Are you kidding? Are you
I
completely?
didn't think I did. I just put it up on the whatever.
You joined it. Why would you?
How
Never
did I
mind.
join
I'm
it?
so done.
We
so
haven't
done.
even mentioned divorce yet.
Yeah, really. I'm divorcing you right now, Mr. Direct.
Listen, we were going to get to it. I told you this is what happens when you're ill prepared. It happens sometimes. You know what? I'm not worried about it right now. Oh, I messed up. You guys can't call into the show because I mistimed it, so there's no guest call-in line.
I had like 100 people about to call in.
Do you really?
And we had a
did.
game.
Do
We're
you
going to have
really?
to
We had a
save the
call-in
game.
game.
You had a call-in game?
We had a
Yes.
call-in game.
Okay, if you guys give me 5 minutes, I'll get the whole line.
Okay, why don't you do
going
your
back.
bump?
No, I can't do the bump. It takes longer than doing the bump, and then we got to be back.
How about we'll do
Doing the bump.
Doing.
Well, so
I'm
should
so
we?
sorry.
No dead air when we're around.
Should we-
I'm so sorry.
Should we?
I'm so gonna
God.
change this over.
Should
I'm
we
so sorry.
introduce the topic of the night and
Yes,
start
please,
talking about
please,
it?
Go for it, Jen.
Excellent.
Can you please introduce the said topic?
Yes.
Because you motherfuckers is killing me right now.
I will tell
I
you.
have nothing to say to y'all. I'm sorry. I thought we were cool. I fucked up. I fucked up completely. I'm so sorry. We're going to talk about divorce. There you go.
This is a
I'm so
topic
sorry.
that is dominating the headlines right now, and I'll tell you why. 2 words. No, we'll make it 1 word. Brangelina. And what about them? They're getting divorced after, well, it was only 2 years of marriage, but they've been together for like 11
Makes
years.
me sad.
It doesn't make me necessarily sad. I didn't see it. I know you thought it would last.
I did. I thought based on the fact that he had been married before, and that just seemed like such a perfect. To us, it all looked so perfect. And then the two of them get together. All these babies popping up all over the place, and I just thought maybe they really got it right this time. Like this is it. They're out there. They're doing stuff. They're not going to mess this up with all these kids in the mix. So yeah, I feel bad.
No, I feel bad, but I'm not
Okay,
surprised.
Hold on for a second.
What?
Listen. Hold on.
Here we go.
No. First of all, these people, like, they're Hollywood. Hollywood is a bunch of idiots, okay? They don't ever get married for the right reasons. They get married because I look better to the world if I do this. I look better.
You think
to
that's
the
why
world.
Brad and Angelina got married?
Them motherfuckers didn't.
No,
care.
I think they got really hot on set, and it went from there.
No, I don't. I think that's a huge sweeping generalization to say everyone in Hollywood gets
Nobody
married
in
for the
Hollywood
wrong
gets-
reason.
Nobody in Hollywood. Listen, 90% of those people in Hollywood do not get married for the right reasons. Let's be honest. Come on. Stop. Let's stop.
Wait, did you say
fooling
90%?
90%
This
get
is
married
based
for the
on
wrong
extensive
reasons.
research where
This is what my argumentation teacher in college used to say. Quote your sources. 3 sources.
Listen, how often do we hear about people in Hollywood getting married and getting divorced?
Well,
like
that
it's
is true.
Getting like it's no big deal. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right, but listen, I bet we
can't convince me. Listen, I swear, and I joke around, but when I get dead serious, the swearing goes away.
Mm-hmm.
When I get into the depth of the conversation, you ain't gonna hear the cursing. You gonna get the honesty, okay? Hollywood is about branding, and Hollywood is about appearance. I'm gonna make more money if I look like a businessman, if I look like I'm a family man. Now, I'm not saying everybody goes into that, but some people have consultants that are sitting there telling them, well, listen, you know you're going to look better to people if you get married. You've been an idiot for so many years and banging this chick and banging that chick. Why don't you settle down and change your character?
Okay, well, if you're going to talk about Brad and Angelina, or just Brad, he was already married.
No, he wasn't married.
Yes,
he was married to Jennifer Aniston.
He wasn't married to her.
Yes, he was.
They
Sure he
were
was.
together for a long time. They weren't married.
They were
Were they
married.
They
No,
weren't
Jen would
married.
know. She's
They
up
weren't
on
married.
this.
They had a $2 million wedding that was on
They
the
were
cover
never
of
married.
Google it.
They were never married.
Markland.
Google.
Mr.
Why do
Direct,
you-
I'm sorry. Listen, now you're stepping on my territory.
Yeah,
they
you
were
are.
married.
She's the pop culture
Google it.
queen.
I'm not hearing it.
Well,
I'm not hearing it.
You're
Okay.
dead wrong. They were married.
Anyway, they were married, and he was in a committed, what everybody thought was this great Hollywood marriage, right?
Eh.
But there are marriages in Hollywood that stay together.
There are
There are a lot of them.
Yep.
There are.
I
Can
don't
you name
believe you.
one? Name one.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Kevin Bacon and Kira
Kira Sedgwick.
Sedgwick.
Oh, get out of here.
What do you
They've
mean,
been
get out
married
of here?
for how long?
They've been married
What?
for, I think, 28 years.
28
Are you
years?
serious?
How do you
Yes.
know that?
I read Us Magazine
You're
like it's
so
the Bible.
good.
Is this the degrees of? I mean, is this the degrees of 6 degrees of
Kevin
Kevin
Bacon.
Bacon?
I
Yep.
am actually only a few degrees from Kevin Bacon.
Really?
all are.
Yeah.
Explain that.
I don't remember how, but I did a movie with Christine Mentopoulos and Alice Ripley, who did. I don't remember. I don't know. I just it's there somewhere. Tony figured it out. I'm like 2 or 3 degrees, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Isn't
Okay.
there's got to be an app where you can punch your name in
Well,
and
I mean,
figure it out,
technically,
right?
I am too. I met Alicia Keys.
Well, there you go.
So Alicia Keys is probably performing.
she was
with
probably
someone.
performing at the same place that he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
I mean,
That's the basis of the game.
listen. I don't believe when people in Hollywood get married. I honestly don't believe majority of them are going to last. I just don't.
They won't, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean they got married for the wrong reasons. It means they're living in a fishbowl, and it's very hard. There's a lot of temptation, B, a lot of yes men, C, a lot of time apart. You know, D, no offense, Lainey, but you have to be just a little bit dysfunctional to be in
This business?
this
Which you're
business.
currently in?
Okay, so no
Okay,
offense
hold
to
on.
me.
Hold on. You got a fan over here that said they got married in August of 2014.
And
Thank you.
whoever
Who is that?
said
Who
it,
is that?
I love
Let's give
you.
them some
Time out.
props.
Angelina and Brad Pitt got married.
Oh, yeah.
in 2014.
2 years ago.
Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt were never married.
They were married. Look it
The hell
up. Now I'm
outta here.
getting
Look it up.
pissed.
Google it.
Look it up.
Ask
Does
Siri.
your phone work?
They never went
Yeah.
through. They were not married.
Markland, this is so my terror. Not Markland, whatever your name is.
You're going to still get in trouble.
I know. Sorry.
Just so everybody knows, this will probably be our last time on the
Hold
show.
on.
What?
Hold on. Gladys Chewy said they were married. Markland, you usually stop swearing not when you get serious, but when you are bored and disengaged.
All right, we're out. Goodbye. You're bored and disengaged?
Who said that?
I'm
No,
taking my mic and I'm going.
This is somebody that I'm pretty good friends with. but I think
Gladys,
she's
you
wrong.
pegged him.
Gladys,
Mr.
I think you're
Direct?
wrong. Gladys, I think you're wrong. I got to
Mr.
tell you,
Direct?
you're wrong.
Look.
Yes.
Google happens to cite a divorce date, which is October 2nd, 2005. Brad reveals he was wasting his life away while married to Jennifer Aniston.
They were never married.
Ooh, yeah.
That's bullshit. They were never married.
Your husband Googled
They were
it.
never married.
You don't need
Tony
to Google
just
it. I
Googled
told you
it.
it's true.
See? Thanks, Tony.
You don't need to Google it, Tony. I know what I'm talking about.
What did
Your
he say?
husband?
He said, just Googled it. They were married.
Tony, you're
She's
supposed to be
so
on my side, Tony.
Wait, look what he
Tony,
wrote.
you're supposed to be on my side.
He wrote
this
you
is
a
bullshit,
message.
Tony. Tony, this is bullshit.
He wrote you a message before. You
What
want to
did he
see
say?
it? He said, "I'm watching you from my deathbed."
Tony, I appreciate the fact that your last moments of life, you decided to log in and watch MisterDirect's Real Talk with your wife and your wife's best friend over here that's writing shows for each other, with your wife's best
With
friend
his
that's
wife's
not
other
too
wife.
happy with me. You
Me?
do not look, you've got that look like I can't stand your ass
That's
right now.
not at all how
You're
I feel
welcome.
about
That
you.
so looks like right now.
No.
I cannot deal with it right
I feel
now.
all-
All right,
Only
well, she's
love and
got
admiration.
Gen 1, Mr. Direct.
Brad
0.
and Jennifer were married in 2000 in Malibu, according to Torian Antonelli.
No kidding. Really?
The
wow.
bullshit. I don't remember them ever getting married. You people piss me off. You people piss. I don't believe you.
That was
I
your
don't.
year.
It's okay.
under
You
a
don't have to.
rock.
But they were. So there.
Whatever. You guys are selling me a bunch of shit.
No. But you are.
Anyway, our point is sometimes these things last and sometimes they don't.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I'm
like
listening.
okay, well think about this. Let's talk about getting married for the wrong reasons. Can I
Okay.
bring up Donald Trump and Melania again?
I don't.
okay.
Why do? Okay, whatever. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you telling me that it was based on mutual love and respect in either direction?
Well, okay. Hold on.
Or was it rich man, piece of ass?
Well, no. First of all, there's a lot more to it than just simply as that. First of all, in my brain,
Melania's your wife.
There's nothing real about that relationship. No, Melania's.
That was funny.
That was kind of funny.
Here, I'll do my Melania
that was
impression.
good.
That was kind of funny, but no.
Now do your Donald Trump impression.
To be honest with you, I like my women to have a half of a brain.
Oh, that was funny.
Only a half, Mark?
Yeah.
Mr.
Only a half?
Direct?
You know what?
Damn.
I'm getting
That's not
sick and-
sexist.
listen,
I'm sorry.
I'm getting sick and tired of you people not calling me by my damn name. Now, I've been respectful of y'all. Okay, I cracked a couple of white jokes. I'll give you that. But I've been very respectful for you. Can you please just call
I
me
know,
by
I'm
my
sorry.
stage
I'm getting the
name?
feeling we're not going to be invited back.
I know. You know what it is?
Are you serious?
You're very cantankerous tonight, Mr. Direct.
There are so many syllables in Mr. Direct that it's tripping me up.
No, I can't hear you. I can't hear it. You guys are killing me right now.
So wait, what's your theory about Donald and Melania?
It's image. Meaning he needed to have
A piece of ass.
No, he needed to have a wife because he's rich enough he could buy ass whenever
He's
he
had
wants.
several.
What do you mean he needed to have a
no,
wife?
You can't run for public office or make it look feasible if you don't have a wife.
Oh,
You
so
can't
you're
run
saying
as-
he had this plotted out
Yeah,
years
all
and
the
years
shit plotted
ago?
out. Yeah.
Well, he's been married
Maybe.
forever.
Yeah, he's been
it's
married.
just to 3 different women.
But my point is, he's running for office. When you know you're going to run for office or anything higher, he could have been the bachelor playboy of New York City for years.
But he wasn't.
Nobody would have said shit. Nobody would have cared. What did he do? He said, you know what? I'm going to go out and get another wife who doesn't speak English.
Yeah, she does.
Okay? She doesn't speak. That's
Wait,
not
are you
English.
suggesting that she was a mail order bride?
Listen, she was part of a male escort, not a male, an escort service that was an escort service for rich people.
When?
I didn't know that.
Yes, she's suing somebody over it because it's been exposed. Just saying.
Or is it not true?
Do you think that maybe she was escorting him one night?
Of course she was.
That's how they met?
Of course she was.
Okay.
Mr. Direct, I think you're impressionable.
Impressionable.
What do you think? Here's what I want to know. What does she think when she lies in her bed at night and puts her head on her pillow and rolls over and sees him?
First of all, why did you use the word impressionable with me? I'm just asking.
Because you read it and you seem to believe it.
That's gullible.
For Donald's wife,
Well, it's also
hold
impressionable.
on. For Donald's wife, I'm sure it was all about the Benjamins. That's what I'm getting back
course.
here. And Tony Ann said, I better stop pronouncing her name incorrectly.
Why? What are you calling her?
I'm calling her by her name.
Tony
So
Ann?
I thought.
Who's she
Tony
referring to?
Anna.
Tony Ann or
I'm calling
Melania?
in. By the way, if you guys hear that, I'm calling back in. So if you guys want to call in,
Yeah, call in.
His call-in number is back in there. We're gonna run the show again. See, I messed up, but I fixed it. This is what happens when you're a one-man gang. You
Our
make
menu has
mistakes.
recently changed.
The menu has
Please
recently
listen
changed.
carefully to the new prompt.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Dial 5 for
Your show will go
customer
live in
service.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are live.
And we're live.
Happy New Year!
Hey, by the way, Markland Scotch Plains, you said Torianne with an R, you brat. Okay, yes. I thought I said Tony. I'm sorry. By the way, we are back live on Mr. Direct Just Real. We've been there the whole entire time. As well, we're on blogtalkradio.com/Mr. Direct. Check us out because I'm finishing this Markland Scotch Plains post as of peace, bitches. Anyway, I do that all the time.
Okay.
30 minutes in. 30 minutes in. It's what I do. Listen, we got to go. We're going to be back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm enjoying this thus far. I still say Brad and Jen were never married.
Okay, we'll just go with that.
Can I stick to that? What's with the look on your face, Jennifer?
I abstain. I abstain from
She looks like
commenting.
you know when somebody looks at you like they're ready to cut you,
I
but
think
they
she's
just
ready
don't know?
because you're I don't know, you're zoning
It's
in on her.
blasphemy.
Yeah.
That's what.
The guest calling number
You're
is
messing with her reality.
205-9571. That's 347-205-9571. I've been put on blast as an asshole, but I'm going to let it roll because it's what your man, Mr. Direct, does. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, how are you guys doing today? What's going on? It's your man, Mr. Direct. Hey, did you guys know that 10th Street Live in Kenilworth, New Jersey is having an event? That's right. It's the 10th Street Comedy Show, and it is back. It's back bigger and better than ever before. You can't go wrong on this show. You can't do anything wrong on this show because when you go, you're going to laugh. This is some of the greatest, and let me kill off that little bit of shadow that was there. I do apologize to you guys. It's a deep down hatred. We were already talking about Hollywood couples, but we're going to continue to talk about Hollywood couples because it's such a great conversation. And I still say Brad and Jennifer were never married, but it is what it is.
You know who was never married? Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Maybe
I
it
thought
was
you were
them I
going to
was
say
thinking
him.
of.
Maybe.
Maybe it was them I was thinking of. Maybe it was them that I was thinking of. And
Probably.
I can apologize for
Are
that.
they still together?
Yes.
They are.
Are they? Yeah, but you know what? I think that works for some people.
It clearly does.
Why do you think that is? Because don't you find that, okay, so like Brad and Angelina were together for something like 9 years, and then they got married and they split up pretty quickly 2 years later.
Yeah.
Don't you find that happens? Like these couples can stay together for a long time and then they get married and everything falls apart.
Do you think
Why
that
does
happen? Do you think that that has something to do with the fact that they got married, or that whatever issues they weren't dealing with before they got married and maybe thinking, well, let's get married and this will help it?
I don't know.
I
It
don't
seems
think
like a
I don't
trend.
think y'all ready for the truth.
What's
the
the
truth?
truth?
I don't think y'all ready
Marriage
for the
kills
truth.
everything. Is
I
that
don't
what you're
think-
going to
I
say?
don't think you guys are ready for the truth. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You can't handle the
as
truth.
women, you're not ready for the truth.
What's
You're
the
not
truth?
prepared
Wait, tell
for the
us,
truth.
'cause
As
maybe we can handle
as
it.
women, you're not prepared for the truth.
All right, so we'll close our ears. Go ahead, say it. Not listening.
Yeah,
la,
just
la,
speak-
la, 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 la.
Okay. So,
Speak
so
to
your
the
man,
men.
so your man, Mr. Direct, is going to be 100% honest with you. Okay.
Go for it.
This is what it is, and this is the truth. You might not accept it. When you live together for so long as individuals, you know, even though you're living together, you're still individuals. And then you get used to being around each other as individuals. Divorce rate for couples who have been together for 10 plus years is 70 to 80%. Why? Because they get used to still living that life as individuals. And then when they get married, it trips in one of their heads. This is what we're supposed to do that's different. So now you're telling someone what I've been doing for 10 years and we've gotten along, I have to change. Can't do it no more. You can't tell you. It's like human beings are like animals. You train an animal how to act. Well, when you're living with someone, you train them how to be with you. When you're not married and you're just living, what do we say? It's when you're Catholic, what do they say? Living in sin?
In sin.
When you're living in sin, you cheat somebody and you're both individuals. Individual bank accounts, individual hours, individual lifestyles, bank loans, individual everything. I was actually reading, because you guys said you wanted to talk about divorce. One of the biggest things that happens to people that get married is they get married because of financial stability. But when you're not married and you're still single, you have more problems of financial instability because you don't think about anyone else but yourself. So if you fuck up, you're the one that has to pay for it. But when you're married and you make that decision at a young age to get married, you're now thinking about that other person. So now your mind path has changed. So all these Hollywood couples are living together for years, and it works. I'm gone for 6 months. You're gone for 6 months. I'm off doing this. You're off to doing that. You know, why don't we make it legit? Why don't we get married? I fucking hate you. I can't believe I got married to you. What a piece of shit you are. I'm the same piece of shit that we were happy for 10 years. You decided you wanted a fucking ring because you wanted to be legitimate. But we were happy as pie for 10 years. What changed? The expectation of what marriage means. You were married for 10 years. You were just still living single. That's your man, Mr. Direct. That's his editorial for this week. I'm not saying another word.
Okay, but I'm going to rebut. Because I am saying another word.
Don't nobody care about what you got to say.
Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins.
What about them?
Naomi Watts and Liev Schreiber.
What about them?
Living together happily.
What
One of
about
those
them?
couples had kids, the other didn't. They split. Nothing changed.
What do you mean nothing changed?
I mean, nothing in their marital status had changed.
You're killing me. There's always an exception
I don't
to the
think
rule.
that you can
Yeah.
generalize.
There's always, but you can.
Not
You
really.
can.
Every situation is different.
Because there's when you do studies. First of all, I want to say I read a lot of articles because y'all assholes decided to send me shit, and I wanted to make sure I could keep up with you motherfuckers. All right. So I'm like this. They're like, oh,
Okay,
what?
so you're
Hold on.
cursing. That
No.
means you're bored and
No.
disengaged.
No, hold on. So let's be honest. When I get the text about, oh, we're going to talk about divorce, I'm like, hold on. The two married women are going to talk to the black single guy that's never been married, hasn't been in a relationship in years about divorce.
That's why.
I better keep up on this motherfucker.
That's right.
No,
That's right.
we need another perspective. Nobody wants to hear just the married old lady.
But you know what I
Well,
think happens
Laney's
in
old.
Hollywood too? I think people meet, it's very exciting on set. When you're working on a movie or a show and you're together so many hours a day, all day, there's a certain reality that it becomes, and it's not real. But it
Okay.
feels it, right? So there's energy that sparks. And look at any of these Hollywood couples that have gotten together after doing some sort of a movie together. And of course, Brad and Angelina, perfect example. And that was a hot movie. They had some really hot scenes there. And everybody said, oh, their chemistry. They had to have been messing around on set. They had to have been. So I don't know. I don't care about that one way or the other. But the point is, they're spending so much time together. They're possibly intimate based on what their roles are in the movie. They're sharing probably things. You're together with somebody all day long. You're going to be talking and sharing things, and you build a relationship. But then you get married, and then you leave that environment, And now it's real life. And now it's every day. Are you going to pick up milk on your way home? Did you walk the dog? Who paid the mortgage? You know, those kind of real things set in.
People do that every day with regular, everyday relationships. You get bored of the shit that you have with your wife or your husband, and now all of a sudden, the person that you're having the affair with seems like an escape.
Yeah, and
so
they
now
move
that
on.
that person's escaped, oh my God, I would love to be with this person. Then all of a sudden, when you're with that person, motherfucker, you mean I gotta actually care about you? I actually gotta invest time? This is some bullshit. I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
You might want to think about that. You made a great point. You made a great point.
It's like when you're young, and it's like when you're young and you go away to camp and you have a boyfriend in camp, and then you come home and it's like, no,
you got the boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
And then the boyfriend's at home? Did you cheat on me? No! I don't get down like that.
I had that exact experience.
How dare you even insult the fact that I would even look at somebody else?
But it's not the same. You're not in that camp environment. You don't want to date a guy that looks like, you know, dirty and gross all day because he's in camp and not showering. You know, you want.
Yes, I do.
Well, you're
Don't
different.
judge me.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
So let's ask this, because you ladies are pretty open about your lifestyles. I mean, no, I don't mean lifestyles like y'all freaky.
Are you going to ask if we're swingers?
No, motherfuckers. I ain't asking shit.
We
like
asked
that.
for the bus driver, Mr. Direct.
Tony, please understand, it is your wife talking about swinging. I ain't say shit. I do not want to get in trouble for nothing.
He's the one that said, make sure you bring up swinging.
I'm just saying, Tony, I didn't say shit. Can you adjust the camera so we can see you and the ladies? We are looking at your left arm and shoulder. If you go to Mr. Direct, see, why do I gotta see?
Why don't you set up your camera that's to your right?
Why don't you just put all the cameras on us?
Why does it need to be on you? Like,
No,
I don't
not
get
us.
it.
Do I
You.
need to
Put it in front of
explain?
you.
You guys are killing me.
You're a guy in headphones and a pink shirt.
But wait, weren't you just going to say something really interesting?
He's like, talk to the hand.
I was just excited about hearing what you were going to say.
Yeah, what are you going to say?
He was not excited about shit. Leave me alone. I'm done with
Yeah.
you. I'm so done. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Okay,
I'm
but
done with you, and
okay.
I'm done with you.
Okay,
at this point.
so what about, here's a great example of a very interesting Hollywood couple.
Hold on. Guest caller line 347-205-9571. I did make the mistake. I do apologize. I own that. It was a technical error on my part, but it is 347-205-9571. Whatever you got to say about calling in, whatever you got to say about divorce, please call in. Join in on the show.
You know why he does all that apology stuff like that? Because
Why?
then we can't say, oh my God, he's such a douche. He forgot to turn the thing on, right? Because he totally owned it. So now we can't say anything about you. Not fair.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. I
Not
don't
fair.
care.
Okay, so perfect example of Hollywood couple who had led a single life but married together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Just
Really?
making sure.
Did you really do that to me?
You've seen Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you've seen Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's seen
Okay.
it at least once.
So they were married for forever, and you just enlightened me on
Well,
the fact
I heard, and I couldn't actually...
that Google it.
Yeah, I Googled it and I couldn't really find evidence, but I remember hearing that they had something of an open marriage where he kind of did whatever he wanted. And she was like, this is what being married to Paul Newman is like. So she let
Wow.
it happen. And honestly, I think that's what Donald and Melania do, because she doesn't seem to have fluttered an eyelash about, her husband doing whatever he does.
Can we talk in all honesty about that, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my take on their whole entire relationship. I don't give a damn if you're a caller and you listening, whatever the hell your issue is. Call in, guest calling line 347-205-9571. Women who marry for money accept lifestyles.
Absolutely. It's a trade-off.
Period. It's a trade-off.
Yep.
You and I were talking about it the other day in your car.
Yep.
I'm going to be beautiful. You're going to provide me with whatever the fuck I want, when I want, how I want. No arguments.
That's right.
Because you have the means to give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, you also agree that, okay, I keep her in these things. I never have to worry about a fucking thing, period. I never have to worry about the kids. Never have to worry
Yeah.
about a meal.
Yep.
Never have to worry about the house being clean. Never have to worry. This is what she takes care of.
Business transaction.
Exactly. So when rich women complain about, oh, he cheated on me, I don't buy it. You knew what you were buying when you got in.
It's funny because years ago I was watching an episode of The Apprentice, and they brought all the candidates or whatever they were, contestants, competitors, I don't know. apprentice they brought them up to their penthouse, and she met with them. And they were Melania. Yeah. And one of the girls was just in absolute awe. And she said, "You're so lucky," like that. And she said, "What? You don't think he is lucky?" Or something like that.
Wow,
Yeah.
no
That's
joke.
what she said.
She's playing a part. Melania's playing a
Yeah,
part.
I think they
But
found...
you know what? He was really cute at one point. Years ago, he was a pretty cute guy.
Yeah, she was
I
not
mean,
with
he
him at that
is.
point.
He has gone so over the edge these days. I mean, he's just gross.
But what I mean, honestly, do you think it bothers her even a little bit? Because you live with someone for so long, unless they are, even if they are abusive, sometimes there's got to be some kind of feeling. So if he is grabbing these other women and he's making passes, he's having affairs, whatever he's doing, do you think it bothers her?
No.
You don't think even a little
She
bit?
probably doesn't want him anywhere
Do you
near
know-
her.
do you
Like,
know-
"Oh, you're staying out tonight? That's so fine."
Right.
Do you know how many women say to themselves, "But he comes home to me"?
Yeah.
Ew.
Do you know how many women say, "I got the ring"? Do you know how many women say, "I got the house"?
Ew.
She's getting scraps. "I got the house." Now, you're saying ill,
Yeah.
but I've seen it firsthand. And okay, I call this real talk, so I'm going to be real.
Oh no, I'm getting nervous now.
No, I'm going to be
No,
real.
there's a bit of Mr. Direct.
As a single man, I have engaged a lot of married women. A lot. Meaning, even if it's not a dating thing, conversational, I've engaged a lot of women. A lot of women are scared of leaving what comfort they know. Even if they're broke as shit with the husband, it's the comfort of what they know.
You can say that for so many things, though.
No. Let me finish
Okay.
here. Okay. I have seen so many women that will have affairs and go out and fuck another man, and then stay home, go back to their husband and be miserable because they're comfortable in that misery. They don't want to know, hey, maybe if I step outside of my shell and find something I'm good with, because they don't know about, what I'll give Donald Trump. He says, America doesn't know what it's like to win anymore. A lot of us as individuals don't know what it's like to live in love and win in love. That's what I meant. So when we get what we know and we're comfortable with it, and that's all we know, example, hey, my parents were like this. Hey, it's all I know for all these years. When we find something else that we spark with and we're uncomfortable because that love or that connection drives us and makes us do shit that we wouldn't normally do, we run from it because why am I doing this? But we'll go back to the dumb shit. I was messing with a girl for 4 years. She treated me like shit. I treated her like shit. Sex was great, but I was comfortable in the situation. I was comfortable in the crazy. In marriage, a lot of us become comfortable in the crazy of marriage.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If the sex hadn't been great, would you have been so comfortable?
No.
Ha.
No. But
That's what it comes down
listen,
to.
Hold on. I wasn't married to her. I was just dating her and boning her.
Yeah.
That's a terrible expression.
But what I'm giving you as example in marriage, a lot of people don't ever want to admit that they're going to divorce. We're talking about divorce.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people never want to put that D word on their relationship. Old school Italian people.
Right.
Old school Italian people. Divorce is death. Especially if they're religious. Divorce is death. How many Italian wives do we know turn their heads? And you probably see, you guys are
For the
moms.
with the Goomba, it's called the Goomba. What is
Gumad.
it? Goomad.
You guys are wives.
What's a
So
Goomba?
you see it. You see
Gumbo.
it. You see it with the wives that you know, and you could just tell the way the husband acts. He's disrespectful to her in public.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Like he's literally,
Oh,
he's like, look, I came to the fucking event. Why don't you shut the fuck up and leave me alone? And he doesn't even, it's one thing when he does it in the privacy of his home and in the presence of you
Well,
guys.
it makes you very uncomfortable.
But when
Yeah.
he does it in the presence, and she's like, "Oh, he's just having one of those days." Seriously? No, he don't like you.
Right.
But in the presence of were traditional. And I'm not picking on Italians. I'm saying the comfort and the luxury of saying, I'm married, don't want to leave marriage. I want to stay where I'm at. What do people do? I'm going to stay. And I will screw on the side. I know a girl that had 8 affairs in 15 years.
That's sad.
Wow.
Told me she hated having sex with her husband. But you know what? She kept trying. So she would try, and then, I'm just going to go screw another man because he doesn't give me the affection I want. She would try again. Turns out, at the end of the 7th or 8th affair, you know what she said to me? I'll be honest. He's rich. I couldn't find a man that could keep me in the luxury.
Oh, well, that's a different, that's an animal unto itself.
But it's
though.
how people live.
No,
It's
some
sad.
people, but I think
Not everybody lives that way.
I think a lot of people are afraid to be alone, even dating a 15-year-old girl, she's got to have a boyfriend. You got to be attached to someone. It's, yeah. So that's
Dad.
that.
I call them relationship whores. In January, they break up with a guy after 5 years. In June, they've got a new guy.
June.
It may be quicker.
Oh, quicker. 6 months is a long time.
I could be alone. No, you can't. Well, what do you mean? Well, I found a guy I liked. Really? But you just got out of a 5-year relationship. So what? 1 month? 1 month for every year that you were with someone?
Look at Taylor Swift. I mean, I don't know that she's been
That's money.
single
That's
for
money.
No, she
That's
is
money.
money.
Then
She's
she
money.
writes about all of them too, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
but the fact is, she hasn't
and she
gone.
makes more money on them.
I had to stop listening to Taylor Swift.
She hasn't gone, as far as I can remember, more than a month in between boyfriends. She was with Calvin Harris for 2 years. And then 3 weeks later, she was with Tom Hiddleston. She can't be alone. This is a beautiful, accomplished, crazy talented young girl.
Rich.
And is afraid to
Beautiful.
be alone.
But do you think some of her handlers allow that? Meaning, sometimes they're just like,
Well, the thing is, if she wants to keep selling records the way she is, she's got to go in and out of these crazy relationships so she could write songs about them.
No, I think, she's such a talent. She could write about other things. I think she's just one of those girls. I need a boyfriend. I need validation.
I do. I
for
love her. We
whatever
saw her in
reason.
concert. She gave a great concert.
She's
She's
I'll give you
super
this.
talented.
I'm going to give you this. I agree with you about the whole, because I call them relationship whores. And I remember I dated a girl. She was 27. And I said, what's the longest you've ever been single? And she said to me, she goes, oh, well, okay, I dated a guy for 2.5 years, was single for a month, dated a guy for 10 years, was single for 3 months, and dated another guy for like 5 years, like something around there. My numbers are a little bit off, but altogether, in 10 to 15 years, she had only been single 6 months.
Yeah.
And she goes, but I can totally be happy alone. And I go, no, you can't.
Based on
You don't
what?
really know.
And
Yeah.
I go, I'll give you credit that you think you know what it's like to be with a relationship, but to me, you just know what it's like to cohabitate, to be a crutch on someone else, and that person's a crutch on you until you get sick of each other. Now, with that being the case, because we don't teach kids how to be independent anymore, we teach kids codependency. We really do. And we teach it not so much by words, but we show them every star that breaks up. Hey, guess what? They're with somebody else. What did you say? Taylor Swift. So now we have a group of girls who think it's normal. I mean, at what point do we start saying it's not healthy to be dating back and forth?
That's a very good point that you make, actually, because when you do see these stars who always have somebody, you start to feel like that should be normal. It's like the new eating disorder, where the media is making you dependent on relationships.
By the way, you guys are listening, guest call-in line, and I do apologize for Sadie that I messed it up. But if you want to call back in, 347-205-9571. Guest call-in line. Call in. Do you have a topic, or do you want to just comment in the news feed? I'll read your comments online. I don't care. I have fun with it. Ladies, I got to ask you something. I was reading an article, and it was talking about the financial woes of divorce. I don't think people really understand the financial crisis.
Tony always says it's cheaper to keep her.
No,
I'm like, you can't get rid of me. It's be too expensive.
you guys remember Eddie Murphy?
Yes, of
What
course.
was his joke? It's cheaper to keep her. And when we say that, we don't say that as a knock. It's just that the shit you're gonna go through
Yeah.
in order to divorce somebody. The shit you're going to go through because you decide, I no longer want to be involved with this person. Should you do it?
Depends on the circumstance.
depends
I mean, yes, if your impulse is to break up, I don't think money, unless, you literally can't pay for another residence. And when there are kids involved, you got to have enough to, feed them, period.
Well, when my parents separated, they separated on good terms, and there were no bad things happening, and they stayed married for many, many years. I think primarily financially, because it would just made more sense for us as a family to, he was
But were
still
they
helping.
living together?
No.
Oh,
No,
so
they were
what was-
separated, but they didn't legally divorce.
But what's the expense of divorce as opposed to separation? Because
You have to pay legal fees and
but with
court
legal
fees.
Zoom, you can literally divorce for $250.
I guess, but I think I think most marriages don't end well. There's a lot of
right. That's
fighting
true.
and issues and pettiness, and it really depends on what precipitates the divorce.
Yeah.
That's going to decide how they're going to react to each other.
How did the divorce affect you?
Me,
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister and a brother, but he
How-
wasn't around during that.
How would you say that the divorce affected you personally?
Well, where I grew up in Brooklyn, and everybody's parents were divorced except for mine and one other friend. So when my mom told me when I was 12 that they were separating, I was devastated. And then all my friends were like, "But Lainey," they were so shocked because their parents had divorced when they were really, really young. But then I got over it, and then I realized that it wasn't so bad not having my dad around the house, and
That's
we were
really
a lot
interesting.
happier.
I had the exact opposite situation because my father left when I was 3, and I was the only kid in school who didn't have a dad in the house for a long time. And so it was like a completely different
And that's
situation.
kind of how it is here. Like most of our friends, I mean, there's a handful of people we know that have separated or divorced, but for the most part, pretty traditional families,
So far,
I
yeah.
still say that that's one of the things that I kind of dislike about the area, but I love
But that people's marriages don't break up.
No.
It's a terrible thing for the area.
Because I've seen more people that are miserable and just stay married because they do say, "Well, I have kids."
Oh, see,
And
I
I
don't
think
see. I
kids-
don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
a lot
kids
of
are
our
worse.
friends are. I don't
People
know.
put up a good front. Let's be honest.
That's true. You don't know what goes on
Yeah.
behind closed
You
doors.
don't know until you sit in their home, and then
That's true.
Absolutely.
people start doing this, or you go out to the bar one night, they get drunk and they blab. Because there's a couple of people that I thought they had, every time I saw them, "Hey babe, how you doing, babe?" All of a sudden, and this is when I moved out to Minnesota. I came back 2 or 3 years in, and they're like, "Yo, you didn't know them motherfuckers used to fight tooth and nail." And I'm like, "No, I got along with them. People
No,
put
you
on
don't
acts.
know. You don't
Yeah.
know. It's true.
People put on acts. You know what it is with me, and I can say, you know what? I'm single because I'm scared of divorce.
Really?
Oh, see, I don't think you can. I don't think that's.
I've only got a handful of people that I know are happy. I know
You're
people
looking
that-
at 2 right
I know-
here.
You guys don't count.
We have how many years between us? Like
Married?
what? Yeah, like
But
40,
I just-
almost 40 years between us married. I'm 22. How many are you?
14.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
36 years
Okay.
together.
I'm not going to take anything from you guys.
And we're
Great.
kind of married to each other, too.
It's true.
So
So
now you
add
add
another
another
7.
7 years.
So, and that's
oh,
great.
it's a 7-year itch time. Oh.
I'm just saying, I've known a handful of.
So cute.
I've actually known a handful of, like, people who it works, but I know more people who are miserable.
Oh, see, I don't. I don't know. I get the feeling
And-
that.
And define miserable.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're all want to kill each other sometimes.
Listen, when you're seeking outside your marriage for some
oh
sex,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
something's
yeah.
wrong. Something's wrong. And that's one of the leading factors. Once again, I did research for you ladies because I was
did.
like, yo, they're not gonna catch me blindsided.
Wait till next week.
Wait till next week. We're not telling you anything.
Y'all not catching me blindsided. I have facts every time. Every time I come prepared. I was reading about it, and one of the leading, it was 1 and 2, money and sex.
Definitely.
Sex is usually irreconcilable differences. I think a lot of people, and once again, I remember a couple of my friends got married, and the girl said to me, sex isn't everything, and she's 33 years old. And I was like, but if you know your husband doesn't knock your rocks off when you go at it, and you've been together on and off for, let's say, 5 years, and he's never given you an orgasm with his tongue or with his penis, and you're getting married, something's wrong there. And then you're begging for dick, like you're begging for it. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand. I've dated girls for a long time where I'm like, look, I like it and all, but get the fuck out of my face right now. I don't want it. Jesus. I've dated girls like that. And you're married. You got days where you look at them like, dude, you really think I even want to go near you?
Oh yeah. No, it's called being tired. You know, where
But
it's
that's
like,
that's
I
a
get
whole
that. That's it,
other.
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I get that.
There is no tired like parental tired.
well, look, I would say it's more dangerous for someone to say sex is everything than for someone to say sex isn't everything.
I'm never going to say sex is everything, but what I'm saying is you should marry someone who at least is your sexual compatible. If I was talking to an intern today, and she's 20, and I just said to her, I go, so who's the guy you're dating? Now, the new term for us, we call it friends with benefits. The new age is they're fuck boys and fuck girls. That's all they are. That's what you're using them for.
I think friends with benefits sounds so much better.
It does. It sounds better, but that's what they call
What
them.
do these youngins know?
So when I asked her,
They
I
don't
said,
say youngins.
No.
either.
remember when you were young?
That's just not fleek
Remember
or
when
flick,
you were young,
whatever it is.
And you could say, oh, well, I'm with him because he's cute. Oh, I'm with him because, hey, at least the sex was good. Like you could say, the sex was good.
Sure.
Or her, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
way. You could say that. I'm asking her, why are you with him? She's like, I don't know.
Well, that's just
Yeah, that's a different story.
And I'm like, no, seriously. Is he good looking? She goes, kind of, but, whatever.
a very wise, very dear friend of mine told me a long time ago, because when Facebook first came out, we were talking about how you getting in touch with everybody and everything. And she said that she had a friend who had reconnected with an old boyfriend, which I think a lot of people were doing, reconnecting with people from school and all. And it started to get kind of hot and heavy on Facebook. And she spoke to my friend about it. And she said, because she said, our marriage isn't great right now. And she's being distracted by this old boyfriend. And she said, there's something that you need to remember. She said, within the course of a marriage, you fall in and out of love tons and tons of times.
Amen.
And it's just peaks and valleys. And there are times in your marriage where you're so connected and you're so close. And then there are times when you're not. And I think, I can say Tony and I have sat down and we have said, I don't feel very connected. Like, what can we do? And we sit down and we talk about it, or we at least recognize it and say, well, we're going through something right now, or I'm going through something, or whatever, and you try to work together. But I always keep that in the back of my head, because funny conversation. One time I said something to Tony and I said, I know that there are times when we both look at each other and we think, oh my God, I can't stand this person. I want to throw him out the window. And he said, no, I don't. And I was like, okay, moving on.
Neither do I.
Neither do I.
No.
But that you always have
But
to
you put in
remember
the
that
work.
you might not.
what did you do?
Yes, you have to put
You
work
put
in.
work.
But the problem is it's not always hard work. The hard work, some people find the first year of marriage difficult. I didn't at all. I didn't find anything difficult really, I think, until after we had kids. And real life stuff starts hitting you. Things happen. Like sometimes bad things happen and you have to deal with it. And that's when I think you step up or you don't, and that's when you see what your marriage is made of and how the two of you handle bad things together, and can you come out of it together.
What would you guys say is the hardest part of marriage?
I don't.
That's a hard
Forgive
question.
me for saying this. I don't find it hard. I would never say marriage is hard. I think my biggest complaint is that there's always someone around, whether it's a husband or kids, or like I don't have
dog.
my own room. You know, I'm like, you have an
You feel
office and the
suffocated?
kids have their own rooms. I don't have a room. Even
Yeah.
the dog is in the kitchen.
You're never
you know,
off.
I'm like,
yeah.
Isn't
Get
that
a-
why you get rich? So you can find your own
Yeah.
space in the
well,
house?
we
hire
have,
a staff.
We haven't done that yet. but
Yeah.
we're,
Still working on that part.
yeah. So donate to the 4-letter
Yeah,
word.
so we can make some money
Yo,
and have some
so I
private
can
space.
have a room of my
Hold
own.
on.
She needs a retreat.
In case you guys forgot, just because listen, in all honesty, we joke around on here, we insult each other, which I love, to be honest with you.
You're an ass.
These ladies know, these ladies are 100% like a great talent. I need you guys to go to INDIEGOGO.com, Indiegogo. Type in the 4-letter word and donate. Just donate donate $5, whatever the hell you could give and help them pursue the dream, because I need Jennifer to get her own room.
Yes.
I need her to get her
It
own
really,
room.
you really sound.
for
It's
a
feel like
half
we're on the
hour.
Jerry Lewis telethon. Really, please help these girls.
I think we need to do that.
I think we
Get some
need to do
acts,
that.
get
It's
some
Like
local
Billy
acts.
doesn't need
Yeah.
crutches. Jennifer
Well,
just needs
she
a
and I
girl
can get up
cave.
and sing apple bottom jeans for you. That'll bring it
No,
in.
hell no. Hell
Wait a
to
minute.
no.
Bottom jeans
If
and
you
the
don't
boots.
donate, we will start singing.
Yeah,
so
and
keep that
dancing.
in mind, my
Hell
friends.
no.
Hell no.
Okay. We got to go to a break. We're going to walk back out
Oh,
of the break.
see,
because I
look,
wanna
we're
talk
going
to
to
you
a
guys
break.
a little bit more, because you guys got more to talk about. We got more
We
to talk
do.
about.
We have
We
a
do.
game show if
We have a
anybody
game
wants
show.
to
We
call
gotta-
in.
we gotta- if we're going to see if we get, if not, you
Oh,
guys
we
are
never
gonna
got
try
to Tom Cruise.
Oh, we're going to get
Now,
to
that's
that
a
in
whole
second.
conversation.
That's a whole barrel of bullshit. You know that, right? That's a whole barrel of bullshit. Hey, in case you guys didn't hear me before, the 10th Street Live on 10th Street in Kenilworth, New Jersey. This Saturday at 9 o'clock, actually 8 o'clock is when the doors open. You want to check out the comedy show that's going to keep you in stitches. Guest Danish Mogbol. I can't pronounce his name. I don't care. He can't get mad at me because this isn't a paid ad. Guest Franco Danger. Featuring Sydney Washington of MTV, featuring Billy Prisnell of New York Comedy Festival, and featuring Shane Gillis, 2016 Philly's Funniest Winner, host Bowlerin. Listen, if you guys want to laugh, every time I go to this show, I laugh. $10, tickets online, $15 at the door. That's 10th Street, 10th North 10th Street in Kenilworth, New Jersey. You can't go wrong. It's your man, Mr. Direct. Tell him I sent you. Tell him I did what I did best to get you guys motivated and inspired to go on the show. As usual, your man, Mr. Direct, is back, alive in the color. What you see in the corner, well, no, what you see over one shoulder is a bowl of food that I didn't get to finish eating. What you see in the other is a peace sign from Jennifer Hansen, one of the
It's
guests
a
on the
little
show. And as
rabbit
well, what you
foo-foo.
guys see is a whole bunch of information. I want you guys to know how much I love you, how much the ladies here have added to the show, and I really appreciate them.
Hey.
I don't appreciate them making me the butt of their jokes, but either way, we have fun and
I'm
we
sorry,
enjoy
what
the
can we
show.
say about your butt?
Why are we talking? See, people always messing with me.
Give that big booty a slap.
I'm just so done with you right now. I'm completely done
I
with you.
like big butts. I'm sorry.
The breaking point. We got to talk about the breaking point.
The breaking point. Dun,
gotta
dun,
go
dun, dun.
there.
We need a little, like, thing.
Theme song, a
Yeah.
jingle.
Ding, 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 breaking point.
Why y'all trying to interrupt my transmission? Do you not know any tune I play that is not mine? If it's copyrighted, they gonna delete
No, we
me
wrote
off.
this one.
No, we wrote that.
You people.
Just I wrote that.
I'm done. I'm so done with you guys. You guys you don't respect my gangster.
We
You
love
don't
your gangster.
You don't respect the what I go through.
Gangsta with
It's
an
like
H.
So the
Finsta.
breaking point. When you guys are talking about the breaking point, what are we discussing with the breaking point?
So this is a game that's based on. I had a roommate named Jonathan when I lived.
We're going to change the names to protect the innocent.
Right.
They're
well,
guilty.
I won't say his last name. Who I lived with in Boston, and we used to sit up at night and play this game in the kitchen, and it would be okay. For $1 million, would you? And it's like
I would do anything.
right? And it was like some crazy, horrible thing, like I'm gonna just say it: make out with your father, right? So we'd be like, ew, no, and it would be like $1 million tax free.
No, I don't think I could
And one
do
of us
it.
would invariably say, "All right, yeah, I would do it for $1 million," and they'd say, "So for $500,000, you wouldn't do it?" For 30 seconds, and then we'd keep like lowering the price until it was like for $29.95. You're telling me you wouldn't? We'd be like, okay, I'll do it. You know.
Oh, no.
So this is sort of
what's
like that.
So what's our number?
Well,
at
we
right
want
now?
you to make out with my father.
Yeah.
No, he's not here today.
No. But we can certainly bring him in next week.
So here's the game.
I'm listening.
Who's that?
We ask you, like, what would be your breaking point in a relationship? Like, can we play with you, Mr. Direct?
Well, yeah, because Mr. Direct is right here and listening to
Okay.
you, so I'm listening to you.
So let's start easy. Let's say you have a if you don't want to say wife, a very, very close girlfriend. You're really in love with her.
Okay.
She's got an attractive male coworker
Okay.
who she has lunch with once a week.
Listening to you.
Does that bother you?
That she's having lunch with him?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think this is one of the other reasons why I'm single.
Here we go.
No, I'll be honest with you.
Just
This
answer the
is-
question.
This is one of the reasons. I'm not a jealous man.
So
Well, you think you have to be jealous to be in a relationship?
No, I'm not a jealous man. Whereas if you're going to cheat, what I've learned, who I am at my core, if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. There's nothing I can do to stop it. There's nothing I can say to you that's going to stop you from doing it. I might stop you from doing it today, but then the temptation's there again tomorrow. This is what I learned. This is just
yeah,
my
but that's
opinion.
not the game.
Yeah, that's not the
That's
yeah,
the damn
really.
question. I'm
I know,
giving
but
you an
listen,
answer.
because here's what we're trying to figure out. What gets you to the point where you break off a relationship? So let's say, okay, forget leading up to cheating. Let's say you heard she kissed this guy. Do you break up with her?
Yo, that motherfucker's about to get his ass beat
Why are
Okay.
you going to beat his ass and not hers, though?
because he should have
beat
known.
her
I don't mean
ass.
beat her ass. I mean, because, but
Why are you telling me I should go hit women? See, and then I'm gonna end up
Exactly.
on nightly
That's
news.
so laney.
I'm gonna end up on
whatever.
nightly news for being aggressive
No, but
with
it's
white
just-
women. See,
it's
y'all
so
trying to get me
typical
killed.
that,
y'all trying to get me killed. That's what y'all trying to do is kill, like get my black
But
ass
so,
killed.
okay, you want to kill him, but do you break up with her?
Do I break up with
You're
her?
very much in love with her. You have a really close, open relationship.
all right, did she
And
kiss him
she's
with an
kissed a
open mouth
man.
or a closed mouth?
Open?
Oh,
Wide open.
Wide open.
But it was once.
Yeah, but
Is this your breaking
it could
point?
be once for like 20 minutes.
Well, don't make it worse. We have
Oh,
to
sorry.
Find we have to find that straw for Mr. Direct. Let's say she says, "Look, it happened. I did not mean for it to happen
Deuces.
What's deuces?
That you gotta go.
You gotta go for
You gotta
over
go.
a kiss.
for a kiss."
You gotta
Wow.
All right, so
You gotta
let's.
go.
Okay, now
'Cause-
wait. If
'cause
you
listen,
had, oh,
listen.
sorry, go ahead.
If you kissed, God only knows what else you would do. You admitted to a kiss. You could be lying about
No, no,
everything
no,
else,
and
but
it's
you
the
admitted to
truth.
the
Okay,
kiss.
But
but
it's
do you
the
ever
truth.
do you ever add in the aspect of okay now if you had kids would you still have the same answer?
You could do that. Although
Gotta go.
I don't know. You don't have.
Gotta
Gotta
go.
go.
You gotta go.
Even if
gotta go.
even one kiss,
Trust.
even if you had
You
kids,
broke my trust because let me tell you something. If I accept the fact that you did it, this time it's a kiss. Next time it might be more than a kiss.
it might be.
Okay.
Okay, so wait. If we back it up one though, so this is part of
won't
your
do
breaking
it.
past your breaking point.
Okay.
What if she's been going out to lunch with him, and you found out that after a huge fight in bed, she talked to him about it and told him intimate details. She didn't touch him. He didn't touch her, but she
Why
said,
is she
"Look,
in bed with the motherfucker?
no,
Send her
you're
over.
in bed with
you.
her." So she says,
She had
"I
a
was
fight with you in bed.
right. I was with Mr. Direct, and we had this fight, and he said some nasty things, and I said, do you break up with her for telling this intimate detail? Is that a deal breaker?
She gotta go.
Wow.
She gotta go.
You're hard, Mr.
You
Direct.
are.
She gotta go.
So what if this woman splits a sandwich with someone else? Does she have to go?
That's a sandwich.
You're gonna.
That's a
I don't know how far to dial this
That's
back.
a sandwich.
I think you're a loose cannon.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think it's just
sandwich.
itching to break up with people.
It's a sandwich, people. Let's be real. It's a damn a sandwich in a connection.
Okay, so wait a minute. What if they didn't have any physical contact, but they were like flirting or sexting?
Ooh, sexting.
Oh, she
that is
gotta
a
go.
huge. She gotta go.
Oh.
What
I
if?
look in your phone and you sending titty shots to
No.
Hell no.
Just like conversation. Yeah, okay. Well, that too, maybe, but
Yeah, no, that's
That
to me is a
listen,
huge deal breaker.
Listen, I keep telling you guys, I have engaged. Let me tell you something. Generalization alone. I don't care what no one says. Nobody's crazier than a married woman who's cheating on her husband.
what does that mean?
Every married woman I've ever been involved with that knows that they're married and says, listen, I'm married. You know what you got yourself into, right? Gets mad when they know I'm fucking another woman.
Well, that's just plain jealousy's jealousy, right? Does it matter that
You're married.
I'm married? Yeah.
You're going home to your husband and still sleeping with your husband. But you're mad at me because as a single man, I'm dating. So that being said,
it's kind of messed up.
That's completely
Pretty
messed up.
but the thing is, when you explain it to them, doesn't register.
Okay, but these are crazy women
That's
you're
crazy.
finding.
And it took me a while to realize that they are crazy because they don't. I dated a girl, beautiful girl. I mean, absolutely beautiful. And
We never dated Mr. Direct.
I'm not talking about
I'm
you.
kidding.
Yeah.
I dated no. I met a girl. I met a girl online, beautiful girl, and we connected. And I was really into her, which I don't like to do the whole online Facebook thing. She started getting mad at me over girls flirting with me on Facebook, and I'm like, it's Facebook. I don't know them. I talk to you every day. They send me messages. I talk to you. I'm asking you to come see me. And then she couldn't get it out of her mind because she would see girls flirting with me online.
I never understood that.
Mind you, she was married with kids.
Oh.
Oh, you left that part out.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
telling you that.
Oh.
And when I threw it in her face, she was like, how dare you throw it in my... But that's the facts. You're married with kids, and you're mad at me for being a single man. And I never said I was going to be dedicated to you. I told you I was into you, and I was. We talked a lot. So I've come to find out, like, when I'm dealing with... I can't deal with it anymore. At this point, if a woman tells me she's married and she's into me, I'm like...
Good. That should be the response, I have to say.
Well, no. Sometimes you got to say, okay.
Look at that smile of yours.
I could never understand how, like, let's say you and Eric
Sometimes.
walked into a bar
Sometimes.
and a bunch of men looked at you and he would get mad at you for it.
Never happens.
No.
Okay. It really is.
Okay, let's go with the, with the point.
Yeah.
Would he
I
ever get
never
mad at
understood
you?
it.
Would he
No,
ever
but
get
there
mad
are
at you?
people that do. There are
No,
people
Eric-
that do. Oh, I got in so much trouble because these guys were, trying to flirt with me, or some woman wanted to buy me a drink and my girlfriend went ballistic. Like, you
No.
can't help that. You can't help that. If
My husband's not jealous at all. But I will say, I once had the experience. I had a very good friend, also when I lived in Boston, and he wanted a relationship. I didn't want that, but we were friends. He had been dating so he dated women, which is fine. I started going out with someone, and he got mad at me. I had no right. And I
Ian
was
Russell
like,
said hello.
oh, hey, Ian is in Sri Lanka
watching
right
from Sri
now.
Lanka,
Hey,
yes.
Ian, how's your vacation? He and
Big
his
ups.
wife are 2 weeks in Sri Lanka.
Big ups to Kyle Page. Big ups to James Butts. Bald head Logic Butts. Because he's got a bald
Oh, they're
ass
at breakfast.
Big ups to you guys for liking it, for being in on it. I appreciate it much. Thank you so much for watching the show. Because
They're watching
From
over
Sri
breakfast
Lanka.
From Sri Lanka.
And Ian,
Isn't that crazy?
what's funny is you told Ian to watch, and
I
Ian
did,
actually
and he
was like,
did.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, Ian
likes-
does stuff like that. He's a good guy. He's a very funny guy too.
But he sounds like the type of guy like he wouldn't watch if it didn't have substance.
No, that's true. He's a really smart guy.
If it had no substance, Ian would be like,
No.
you know what, dude?
He'd be like, bye-bye.
Click.
And his
Gotta
wife,
go.
Melanie, also, they're very smart people.
Well,
I appreciate
Ian,
that, Ian. Thank you
Ian
so
should,
much.
Family,
should
yeah.
pass the word to all his fellow
All the Sri Lankans.
all the Sri
Yes,
Lankans that they
yes.
should donate to the
Yes.
four-letter word on Indiegogo.
Yes.
Let me get this out, the two of you.
You guys are relentless.
We are. Listen, we want to shoot.
We only have 2 weeks left in our fundraiser, so Indiegogo.com.
And actually,
anything you can give.
Ian and Melanie did very generously donate to
Oh,
us.
thank you,
and
Ian.
thank you again.
Pass the word
Pass the
through
word.
Sri Lanka.
That's what you guys are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Listen, so here's my thing. So we're going back into the breaking point. And we were talking about
Yes.
it, and it went wherever it went. That's the name of the show. We talk about whatever we talk about. If I have to turn around and I have to say, what is your breaking point?
You know, it's funny. It's always been cheating. Luckily, at least not that I know of, I've never been cheated on. Now that I have kids, it's still my breaking point, and I wish it.
But is that an insecurity? And not to interrupt you, is that an insecurity within yourself of thinking you're not worthy enough to have a man that can give you all of himself? And I ask that because some women do think that.
No, I mean, if somebody cheated, he's out.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm just asking, is the reason I was reading an article, once again, because you women made me freaking look up information.
I know, we make you read.
So-
it's a terrible
no,
thing.
I was reading it.
Reading
and they
is
said
awful.
Part of the insecurity about being cheated on is that we don't feel we're worthy of it. So we're paranoid sometimes. I was talking to my intern today. And when I was talking to her, I said, sometimes we date people that we think are out of our league. And then we look in the mirror like, how the fuck did I get that? Like literally. So when we do, sometimes we become insecure with ourselves because we're like, how did I land this? And I'm talking girl or guy.
Right.
Not anyone specific. In general, we get to that point like, oh shit. How did I get this? How did I end up with it?
Well, I definitely say I must have had good karma in a past life because I
you had a good
I
husband.
love my family, but I might have misspoken because I don't think he would cheat. I trust him implicitly. What I mean is, with a person, my breaking point would be if he ever strayed, that's it. Even though I have kids, it's still my breaking point. And I wish I didn't feel that way because I know people who have
that's a big thing.
stayed.
It's a big thing.
Well, I think it's very brave to stay and to fight. Like Hillary
takes a
Clinton.
lot of work.
I think she did the hard thing by staying.
Ian says he's still married for 32 years.
They are 32.
Yay.
They're 10
It's
years,
going
10 years
great.
more than us.
Go,
And Ian
Ian.
said the hotel Wi-Fi is great. Listen, you need to spread the word about Mr. Direct in Sri Lanka.
That's
is what
right.
you need to do.
Yep.
The
They're going to
four-letter
be there
word,
next week, too.
The
They're there for
four-letter
10
word
years.
and Mr. Direct.
That's
Spread
right.
the word. Get it out. Maybe I need to get a T-shirt out to Ian so he can get it popping out there.
Well, it's funny because when I was younger, I was all about, if anyone had the audacity to cheat on this, out the door, don't let the door hit you kind of thing. And now I landed an amazing husband who, like Jen said, I couldn't, my mom always said you can't swear for anyone. So I can't swear that he never would. But if you asked me, do I genuinely believe based on his character, would he? I would say no. But if it ever did, I don't know. There was a time, now I have kids, I have a family. There's so much. Would I ever really forgive it and let it go? I doubt it. I don't do that well. I
That's
don't
cheating?
necessarily forget. No, I don't forget things
You
very
don't
well.
think. Well, most women don't.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what it is for me? I don't like any sort of humiliation. I don't ever want to think that people are laughing at me. And if I knew that like he was with somebody else and she might have made some comments
Wow. So
about
that's
me,
like
that I would be like really like that, and then I'd have to get out of that situation. So I don't know. I might
Yeah,
say
but
get the
you-
fuck out, or I
yeah.
might just say,
Let's analyze that for a second, though, because you're like, I don't know, now I have kids, but you would break up the family because she might have made fun of you?
No, because they had this secret behind my back that was so disastrous
Well, it's
to
a
me.
betrayal.
Yeah,
It's a betrayal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Let me ask you this. and you could tell me, your opinion based off of this. When you got married and you said, till death do us part, did you ever in your mind ever think, but there are things that I will say that I'll lead up to divorce? And I asked that because a friend of mine's
Things that I would say that might lead to
in your head,
divorce.
in the back of your mind, you're like, but if he does this shit, I'll divorce him. The reason why I asked that, I had a friend of mine tell me, she was a photographer. She said, all the marriages that I see nowadays, all of them, there's always the girlfriend, the mom, the aunt. Baby, are you okay? Are you sure you want to do this? If it doesn't work out, I could always get a divorce on the wedding day.
Oh no.
On the wedding
Yeah,
day.
that didn't.
There were no.
And-
There were no.
And can I tell you another reason why I haven't gotten married is because every woman minus one, when I was 28 years old, has always said, if I make a mistake, I can always get divorced.
Well, I don't think
I
that you
won't.
should let that. I don't think that you can blame that. I think
never-
you're
I
using that a
will
little bit
never-
as a cop
nope.
out.
My parents were married for 43 years. The day my mother died, my dad was miserable until he died, and I think he died more of a broken heart than sick.
Yeah.
Than of being sick. I think I remember 2 weeks before he passed away, he said, I really miss my wife.
But what great role models
Yeah.
you
What a
had.
great. Yeah.
And that's why they were best friends. Where you saw one, you saw the other.
There you go.
I saw them argue. I saw them make up. I saw them weather the storm of us having money and us being broke. And I'm sorry, I look around and I see a lot of these women out here. I don't see that. I've actually had a woman tell me she divorced her husband because he made $150,000 a year. He was miserable. He took a job making $75,000 a year, was completely happy. But she was mad because she could no longer afford the lifestyle that he gave her, and he broke the promise. And I said, but he came home happy. Shouldn't that amount for something? She was like, no. It was she said it flat out. He lied to me. He agreed to a certain lifestyle, didn't give me that lifestyle. So now I'm done.
Breach of
But who
contract.
wants to be married to her anyway? That's what I don't get.
But to answer your question, was that going through my head? No, there were, because I mean, so crazy in love, we were running down the aisle, we couldn't wait.
But-
So
and
there
I-
was
and once
nothing. I
again,
never thought of that.
I saw your wedding pictures. Beautiful wedding pictures.
Oh, thanks.
You guys make a beautiful couple.
Thank you.
So I can see what you're saying. But I think a lot of couples nowadays, because they do understand. Listen, let me tell you something. If I'm making $80,000 a year and you're making $80,000 a year, together, if our rent is $1,500 a month, and let's say one person can afford everything by themselves at $80,000 a year, rent and utilities, your money, if you guys are united,
Oh, yeah.
you're putting money hand over fist into an account. If you guys are even smarter in being budgeting with it, the money you can save is enormous. As an individual, no, you ain't saving shit.
Because you're dating.
Because you're dating and you're constantly, and like, let me tell you, the best
That's
dates,
expensive.
The best dates I've ever had, let's go food shopping. What are you doing? I got to go food shopping. Come with me. They're like, what? I'm like, yo, come food shopping with me. Always guarantee, even if I never date them, good friends. I can call them up and go get a drink.
Yep.
I can enjoy their company.
And you know what happens? When she's walking down the aisle, you
food
will not.
aisle.
Yeah, you will not be thinking,
Frozen food.
well, I can always get a divorce, because it will not
Yeah.
enter into it. What
You
did
don't
I
think
say to you
about
in my
it.
car?
You don't think about
You're
it.
looking at the wrong girls.
See, but every
Yeah,
woman
you're-
tells me that.
you are.
Every
You
woman
are.
tells
You
me
gotta get off
But
Tinder.
I don't look at the wrong girls. It's what I see out there scattered around. And
Where?
Yeah,
Hey,
you're looking, because I don't
listen,
see that.
Listen,
I know,
okay.
neither do
I'm
I.
gonna listen. Not for nothing. I'm gonna be
Not for
a
nothing.
little
I
bit
love that.
crass on this one. Okay.
Oh, boy.
And it's honest God truth. Every dick is looking for a pussy, but not every pussy's looking for a dick.
Alrighty then.
First of all, not every dick is looking for a.
Yeah, you're missing my point. And there's another way of saying it, and I'm not going to say it because I really like you guys. So that was as gross
It's
as I'm
worse
gonna
than
get.
that.
it's worse than.
But
Yeah,
what do
oh,
you
it gets worse than
mean?
that. Every heterosexual man basically out there
Yeah.
is looking for a hole to put his dick into.
Okay.
So everybody wants to
But
get
not
laid.
but not every hole is looking to be filled.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think you're speaking.
You're in more control
yeah.
than we are. Because we could have a flashy car, we could have a nice house, we got a flashy clothes, we could smell good, we could dress good. But you could find one flaw in us because you've put on a checkout list on you. He doesn't meet my expectation list. Versus men are easy. She fucks me, fucks my mind, fucks my body, fucks my soul.
Yeah,
She
wait.
feeds me, fucks my mind, fucks my body, fucks my soul. If I ask her to leave because I'm pissed off, she leaves. Oh, okay. So he's got something to do. This is my barber. Anyway, this is real talk. My barber just told me he couldn't cut my hair in the morning. But
Alrighty then.
no, but what I'm saying is men are not as complicated as women in the dating world. We're not.
Bullshit.
We're easier.
Because you
We're
just
easier.
said what did you tell me in the car?
We're easier.
You said you're so not easier because
Men
you're
are
very
easier.
picky.
Hold on. I'm picky.
Yeah.
The average man is easy as you listen. You ever heard the expression we're not built to say no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Men are not meant to turn down any woman that offers it up to them.
We're not just talking about sex. We're
But I'm
talking about a
in general.
relationship.
A lot of men, if they find a woman that is willing to put up with their garbage and the shit that they do on a daily basis, men will settle quicker than women will. Most men,
I don't know.
Most men have a mommy complex. I find a woman that will put up with my dumbness, my retardedness. I fart out my ass. I don't care. I'm not the best looking guy in the world. I'm not the best
yes, you
smelling
are.
guy in the world. No, I'm saying in general, men will settle quicker than women will. Because women will say, this is the expectation I've had in life. This is what I expect. This is what
So
I
if they
want.
meet that expectation, then they'll take them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Versus men will be like, yo, she's hot. She wants to take care of me. She wants to do things for me. Okay. But me, because I'm better friends with women, I look further into the game of what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So, and it's, you know what? It's because of women. Because women have told me over the years, oh, she's gaming you. Oh, she don't like you. She's just playing you because she wants a free meal. You know how many of my interns have told me I'm only going out with him because I'm going to get a free meal out of it?
That's a high price to pay for a free meal. 2 hours
depends on
is
where
a
you
long
eat.
time to talk to someone you don't
I
like.
try to explain that to them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, 2 hours is a long time to be talking to someone about some bullshit over what? A $25 T-bone steak?
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good.
I'll make pasta.
Hey,
Yeah. I'll go home to box mac and cheese.
see, I stay home because of that. So when you tell me it's where I'm meeting them, well, damn it, I don't ever want to be divorced. Where should I meet them?
You should look in places where, people are doing substantive things, where they're learning, they're growing, they're at church, they're at, in a class, they're hiking, something.
I can't meet. Hold on. Let's back up. I cannot date no church girl.
Why?
I cannot date a church girl.
Plenty of freaky church girls. Am I right, church girls?
Hold on. Oh, I know. Lord, y'all haven't met.
And if you go to synagogue, well,
Y'all haven't really met the Reverend Reggie. Yeah, but Jewish girls don't give head.
that's a whole other topic.
It's my experience dating
I-
2 Jewish girls in my lifetime. And the one even said to me, she goes, I swear to you, it was the funniest shit ever. We're at a bar and we're drunk. You know what she says to me? I said to her, by the way, do you still give head to your husband? She goes, I'm married. I ain't got to do that shit no more. I sat there. I was like, hold on for a second. So if you know he enjoys that, she was like, no, fuck that. See this ring? That says, and it was a big ass fucking ring. I'll admit. It was a big ring. It's
pretty funny.
She was like, as long as this motherfucker's here, said it.
That's
I don't
one
think it's
girl.
only Jewish girls. Just so we're clear.
Or all Jewish girls.
Most women don't
Yeah.
like to do it at all. I understand that. I get that, but still,
We'll
it's
have to
still
write
funny
this
shit.
down as a topic for another day.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
I'm
whole.
not talking about it anymore. You guys have pissed me off with that shit.
Let's not bring that one to a head right now.
Did you really just say
www.indiegogo.com.
that? Did you really just say that?
I did.
What did you say?
Should listen to me.
No, I'm
so done.
plugging our
I
fundraiser.
said, let's not bring
You know
that one
what?
to a head right now.
Normally we do a show for an hour because of technical
I'm sorry. What are we having? I'm sorry.
because of
Due to technical difficulties.
difficulties, the show went a little bit longer.
So are we off now again?
No. We're going.
still
off.
going?
We're leaving now.
Oh, we're leaving now?
We're ending the show at this point because I know you got to get home to Tony.
I gotta go home to my pillow.
But you know,
Or mornings come early in my house.
I know you guys got to get home to the kids.
Yeah, we do.
I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
This was
This
a good
was
one.
enlightening.
I can't stand you right now.
What?
Listen. I'm gonna totally do the effeminate sign at this point. I'm just letting you know. I'm totally.
I know
gonna
you
do
washed that shirt with a pink sock. I'm just saying.
Tony, I have no time for you. No, not Tony. I'm sorry, Laney.
Yeah. See?
Laney,
Same thing.
I got no time.
I think
for you.
you're
There you
drunk.
go. No, I'm not. The sad part is I'm totally sober. I've got to figure out how to get a haircut and a shave in the morning so I can go get
I think
my
your hair-
photos taken, lady.
Are you getting them done tomorrow?
I got a friend of mine that can do them, and she's doing them
Awesome.
for free.
Go to the
That's
place in Scotch Plains.
No. I got to get all this done.
The bearded
Yeah, they
barber.
do it there. Go up there.
Listen,
They're always booked though.
no, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, ladies.
He's going to school us.
Hold
again.
on.
And there's that other place right across the street, Urban
Ladies.
Shave.
You don't let just anybody touch your hair when you are black.
What hair? You have
go to
no
specific
hair.
people.
You have
When you
no
go to your
hair.
barber,
you have a
your-
shadow.
Your barber understands
got
how
a
to
5
edge.
o'clock
You have 5 o'clock
Your
shadow
barber
on your-
understands how to trim. Nothing beats sitting into the seat and then you could just say, yeah, man, you know what I like. Versus having to go into a new place and be like, listen, man, I need this cut like this. I need you to trim it over here. I need you to fade this out.
I have to
don't
say,
wanna have
though,
to
when
do
I
that.
take my son to the barbershop and when I see the men in there and they're lying back, it's like old-fashioned shave with the towels and, it really
You want to hear
looks
something
good.
funny? In Red Bank, they used to have a topless barber shop, and it was called A Little Off the Top.
Shit. That motherfuckers ain't even
It's
hung
true.
out.
Eric talks about it all the time.
That's funny.
could you
He
give me
misses
the-
the days
He
when he could
does.
go there, right?
He always wants to play barber.
Because you know what? When they lean over to pull, there's always a nipple right at your face, right? Like right there. You
Not
said
my
topless.
face. I know. Wasn't
Oh,
my face.
I meant his.
Oh, I don't know that he went. Maybe he
Oh,
went.
I'm sure he did.
I'd be shy.
I'd be shy.
Right? I mean, as a customer.
I just cut a
Well,
deal
does
with
the
my
customer
barber.
have to be topless? No. Just the
Right,
cutters
that
are.
would be stupid. Have you seen the people who go to barbers?
Oh,
No offense.
You know what? I just hooked it up. I'm gonna get a haircut at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna drop my barber off, and it's gonna save me money. And I'm gonna still.
I'm
get
so
it
happy
fade.
that we can work on your personal schedule during our
know.
showtime.
Damn right. Listen.
Speed the
this is called
credits
real
up.
talk.
Yeah.
Y'all can talk about arranging shit for your kids.
Didn't. But
You-
okay.
But
I
you
know.
can.
Didn't.
But we didn't.
But you can.
Okay,
Didn't.
we could, but
Ladies and
Didn't.
gentlemen, you know what time of day it
Didn't.
is.
Oh, no,
it's
we
your man.
didn't.
It's your man, Mr. Direct, along with
You forgot our names?
y'all motherfuckers supposed to say your names.
Jennifer Harrison.
Lady Ventura.
Yes.
Oh, I love you. Ladies, I love you guys coming on the show. I really
Yeah,
wanna thank you guys for being
You're
here.
happier now than when we first got here.
No, I don't know why you don't think I don't like you guys here. I really don't.
Because you're always a little moody when we show up.
I'm really not.